All right, what is going on, guys? This is something that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a while. Me and Trevor are constantly going back and forth, wheeling and dealing. This is probably the 100th deal.
It's not the 100th. This is like the 4th deal.
Yeah, probably. Way to call me out for the exaggeration.
Exaggeration. But we finally came up with a deal. Initially, we were going to do a deal with my white truck, the 2018.
Yep. Yeah, because you guys know. So I have been looking for a truck ever since we got the Wedge, because I'm the only guy on the face of this earth that will buy a trailer with the wrong truck to tow it home.
Did you know that it wouldn't work before you bought it?
To be honest, I was so hyped on the Wedge situation that it didn't even cross my mind that it wouldn't work, because I already had the gooseneck with my trailer and I've been towing it for so long that I never even thought of it being an issue.
Why wouldn't it work?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? Like, honestly, dude, I was so nervous that the deal was just not gonna happen because I thought it was too good to be true that I didn't even think about any repercussions other than me not leaving with that trailer.
Because you just traded your enclosed just straight
trade.
Okay.
Which I thought that was a pretty fire deal.
I think that's a pretty fair. Like,
yeah, for sure.
It depends on who you are, but like I could see that being both ways. It didn't really work out great for you.
But now it is. So you guys know I've been looking for a truck, and I actively tried. I looked at new trucks. They were just too over budget. I tried to trade in my truck and the M2. I didn't get appraised for what exactly I wanted, and I wasn't really happy with it, and I didn't want to rush into anything, and I didn't want to add another payment to my life. It just wasn't worth it to me. So Trevor, he is the wheeler and dealer of trucks. This guy always has something special. He found something.
And also, Runnick doesn't want to spend a penny.
No.
He doesn't want to spend $1.
No,
so he's like, we got to figure out something to work. Essentially what we're doing is trading trucks.
Yeah, so by the end of this trip, Trevor is gonna own this truck, and it's a good truck. I bought this in 2018. It's lasted me at least 7 years. I don't know.
Like, honestly, this has been a solid truck for you, especially
solid.
With you behind the wheel of this.
What does that mean?
Last year when he came here, like I showed up at the shop at like 10 o'clock, I went home, whatever, came back, and I just see him driving out behind the shop, going up the hill, and
Jet a mountain.
I hop on the dirt bike, follow him, and then all of a sudden he gets up there and starts ripping donuts. And then the next day he's literally supposed to drive this thing 30 some hours back to Connecticut to load the trailer.
And it did it.
Yeah.
And it did it with flying colors, dude. And this truck has just been a unit. And to be honest, it hurts to see her go, but we're about to show him the truck right now. I mean, let's just talk about it. What you're about to see, it's not the cleanest truck, but working with Trevor is really good at turning something
trash to treasure.
Trash to treasure.
Trash to treasure.
I like that. You should actually make a t-shirt of that. Trash to treasure. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
Literally, like, that's how I do it. Like my Supra,
yeah.
That was the example of it. The other truck that I had, even like the truck now,
yeah.
It was like a stock truck and you just transform it. And like, that's the things that I like doing is transformative
For sure. And I think it's the most relatable too. With that being said, Matt can run some B-roll whenever he feels like it, but this is my new 2016 F350, dude.
Dually.
Dually. Lariat. Long bed. I know, I missed some of that.
The 6.7 Power Stroke turbo diesel. So this thing is, it's definitely seen some work in its life. It's got some bumps and bruises, which yours has some bumps and bruises too.
For sure.
Conveniently enough, there is some parts that are coming off of your truck and that are going on this. Like,
oh, there's gonna be a lot of parts.
Because I think the favorite part that you like about this whole thing
Dude, I hate this thing right here. I rather risk totaling the truck than driving around with this bull bar, dude. Who would run this? This is disgusting. It's a tank though.
Different strokes for different folks. It's crazy, I'm in a Super Duty group, and some guy posted literally yesterday. He's like, I don't know why anybody would own one of these trucks without this. Like, literally posted a picture, and he was like an old dude. You know, and so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But obviously, that just looks cleaner.
Yeah, no, that just looks more adult. This just looks boomer country. It's not really what I'm going for, but I would just want you guys to have a little bit of a vision. Obviously, the hood is really messed up, but my hood is nice, so we're gonna swap hoods. This fender, it's got a bunch of dents, bunch of damage and stuff, but we're gonna take my fender off of my truck.
Actually, we're not taking your fender. We found another fender.
Oh, is it silver?
No, we're gonna paint it. There's other things that need painted on.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to paint it?
No. We'll get to that as well. So I guess Trevor has a fender. I'm gonna keep these lights because these lights are nicer than my lights. My lights are a little foggy.
You don't like the grill?
I hate the grill. I'm gonna take my chrome grill. Obviously, we're gonna be taking my bumper. We're gonna be taking my lip as well. So what else is damaged on this truck?
The bed has seen a little bit of work, you know?
Yeah, so we're talking about actually either buying a new bed in better condition or painting this one, trying to get rid of the dents and things like that. The biggest thing I don't like about this bed is over here. We needed the tailgate, but we're gonna just take mine.
It makes sense. Silver tailgate, his is clean. Obviously, my plan with his truck after he leaves is to just kind of clean it up slowly and then sell it eventually. So if anybody wants to buy Ruddy's truck in like maybe a month or so, hit me up.
It'll be for sale. Trevor's gonna sell it.
You know, it was a work truck, but you can see this thing, it just kind of doesn't fit that great.
It looks terrible.
A little bit tweaked. Things can be fixed.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point, is to fix things, make it nice. Also, Ruddy's bed over there, have you seen it? Big old
yo, can you chill with that, dude?
What?
Yeah, no, I mean,
know they're gonna get me in the comments. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you trading this truck?" But like, yours got some things too. So,
yeah, no, for sure.
Obviously, the coolest part is the interior.
Yeah, now all leather. It's got the Lariat package. The only downside is that seat. But you picked up what?
Found a guy. He put cat skin covers, so he took off his OEM covers off like a lower mileage truck, and so we're actually just gonna redo these ones.
Reupholster it pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, they come off and they snap in. All of these things snap in. And we actually just did that on the giveaway truck with the actual cat skins. We took all mine off. So we've literally just did that last week. Since it was a work truck, since it's been used, we're gonna basically pull out the whole entire interior. And what I like to do with these carpets is actually just pressure wash them. So we'll hit them with a kind of like a household shampooers, foam cannon it out in the sun, scrub it real good with a brush, hang it up on some stands and just pressure wash it and literally make the inside smell like brand new. Pressure wash out the door panels, pull them off, clean out basically everything. Clean everything that you're gonna touch and try to make it as clean as we possibly can.
And I'm honestly really excited about this series because it's not a series that's gonna take months, you know? Like, we're doing this while I'm in Colorado. So like, how you see this truck in a few weeks time, it's gonna be completely different. And I think that is really fun, relatable content. Like, I'm honestly a lot like you guys. I don't have 70 grand that I can go out and buy a new truck. So
you know, a big thing with the new trucks too is that just the payments are so expensive. The interest rates aren't what they used to be. Like, this truck was probably retail, maybe 40 grand, brand new at like a, you know, 2% interest rate for 7 years or 0% interest rate in 2015, because there was crazy deals back then. Now your interest rates are like 7 and above, and the trucks are 100 grand.
I have good credit, and I went to go run it, and I was gonna get a 9%, which is ridiculous.
And then with that, obviously you have to run full coverage, which I'm sure you do anyhow. But again, it's just high insurance, high payment, and then the values of the truck. They're doing weird stuff right now. Like 2 years ago during COVID, trucks were just insane. Now they're still insane, but they're kind of not selling. But then the used ones,
because no one's got any money. It's a hard time for everyone.
Kind of the same situation here. Like, you don't want to spend any money. You don't want to get yourself in a weird situation. But this whole little collaboration. Also, somebody in the Patreon was like, "Oh, I don't like the door handles, but paint match door handles."
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's it. That's how you know it's like a Lariat or like the higher trim.
Oh wait, really? I actually didn't know that was a feature, that a Lariat is matching door handles. Yeah. Dang, you checked out the Patreon comments?
I did.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Yeah. It's got a key in it. Should we start her up?
Yeah, let's fire it up. Oh, should we show them what's underneath the hood?
Before we start it? Sure, yeah.
So
it's got a bunch of upgrades. So Trevor, this is where he sold me. He was like, dude, this engine ain't bad. It's got a bunch of upgrades and stuff. So check it out. What are we working with, Trev?
So it has a pusher intake kit. So essentially what they do is they replace like the factory plastic intake manifold with this piping, so it looks a little bit cooler. I don't know, probably not really any performance gains at all. It's literally just piping.
What about this bad girl though? That nice Mishimoto.
That is a Mishimoto upgraded intercooler, and the guy said as soon as he put that on, it felt a lot better. Also, it has a Mishimoto crankcase ventilation, like a reroute, so basically runs that through a crankcase filter instead of it going through like the factory one and sucking the oil into the intake and into the turbo and into there and then through the engine.
Christ.
It actually just goes through that and then just kind of vents to atmosphere.
Does it sound different?
Oh, it has an S&B intake. You want to fire it up?
Yeah.
Or do you want to fire it up?
I'll fire it up.
Good.
Oh, that thing looks moldy, dude. Why does that look moldy in there?
I don't know. I didn't do that. I just got it.
Never had like a newer truck, dude. It's a 2016. I had a 2015. Never had a newer truck.
Brothers and sisters, to watch.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking for real? No, stop. You're trolling me. Who's under with a wrench, Trevor?
I didn't tell you.
Dude.
I think that'll go away after just a little.
No, give it a rev. Can you give it a rev?
I think It's just cold right now.
No, fuck
Just-
you, dude. That's rod knock.
What's it? Warm?
Don't tell me you made me come all the way here and this motherfucker's got rod knock, dude. No, fuck you, dude. No! Stop! It's getting faster.
We have a solution.
Hold on, did we play it off well? Did we do good?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, I knew it had rod knock, but I thought that was a little funny bit. So this is where the deal gets a little crazy.
Tell them about the deal.
We'll just rewind it. I know it's a talk video, whatever. If you don't like it, whatever. But the original deal was Trevor was gonna get a nice engine, but they were like $8,000 and they only had 30,000 miles. But he kept changing the deal around to where it didn't make sense for Trevor to spend $8,000 on the engine for this thing. So then he had an engine in the back that had 220,000 miles that the oil filter came off and it kind of starved of oil for just a little bit, so we were going to change the bearing.
So then the Sunny came into the picture.
Oh, that's why we weren't buying the engine anymore. Yeah,
The Sunny.
The Sunny came into the picture, so you couldn't justify spending that money anymore.
So now we just spend weeks of our life.
So
working
what
on
we
stuff.
came down is we're taking the engine out of my truck. This is crazy. And if Trevor wasn't here, he would never do this. I don't know anything about diesels.
Yeah.
But we are gonna take the engine out of my truck, engine and trans, we're gonna put it into this truck.
And the big reason was
In the front end.
is
Oh yeah, we told him that.
obviously, like, that was your big concern. You're like, how do I trust this truck?
Yeah.
My truck has been so good. You've had it since 2018.
Yeah.
You have used and abused it.
Yeah.
Nobody else has.
Yeah, I know my truck. I mean, Matt knows the truck. Honestly, Matt was sad to see the truck go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You love the truck. You in that, you probably have 50,000 miles in this truck.
He probably has 100. You probably have like 20.
Yeah.
Nah, I did a lot of driving before Matt came
You
around.
guys
I
are probably
think.
50-50. This guy's across the country every week.
Yeah, no, we're not 50-50. I would say it's a 47 or a 30-70. You're 70.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. So anyhow, also that takes a little bit of, if you guys know Rudnick, you've seen him before. If
Hey.
something goes wrong, you know, like when he's driving across the country, I want him to be the only one who's stressed out about it. I don't want to be stressed out about it either.
So he was nervous about the 220,000 mile, and I told him the only way I would do that is if it came with like a 1 or 2 year warranty, because I ain't fucking around with putting bearings in a truck that I don't even know if it's gonna work, and then I'm going home from Colorado, this thing blows up. Hell yeah, I'm calling you. Hell yeah.
And I didn't want that call. So, I mean, it's like,
Well,
it's one of
thanks,
those,
man. I
like,
appreciate you looking out for me. You know, that chance to drive
well, I
and
just
shit.
don't think that would happen. Like, engines are meant to be rebuilt. You could rebuild them. You could
Yeah.
gasket them. You could do other things. You could check clearances. You could rebuild an engine. Also, we're on kind of a timeline, and you just emphasized that you trusted your truck. And I said, you know what? Instead of us like spending time rebuilding this one, doing the other thing, we can have the cab off here in 2 hours. You know, and I think like between like a day, it's probably gonna take us an extra 6 hours to like do the whole swapping. But also, it's your engine. It's your
Yeah.
transmission.
It's
your
the thing that I know and trust. The only thing I want to do, and obviously I've talked to you about it, is we just have to scan it. It's doing that weird thing, which we'll get into. I just want to see if we can diagnose it. You were talking about maybe getting a CP4 pump or something.
It's a CP4 pump. I was gonna call it like a plagued issue or, you know, a known issue. Something that happens to a certain amount of trucks. There's a loud minority of people that if it happens to them, they get a bad tank of fuel, they put DEF in the fuel tank. If the fuel pump has any sort of loss of lubrication, so contamination of the fuel, like water and fuel, a bad fuel tank, any of that, maybe running a dirty fuel filter for a couple of years. You know, basically kind of a catastrophic fuel system failure, but it sends all that metal through your fuel rails, your fuel lines, and your injectors. So you essentially have to do like a fuel contamination kit. You have reman kits for like $3,000, but like if you get everything from the dealer, it's like, you know, between 6 and 8.
Yeah.
So expensive repair. There's a company that came out recently with it's kind of like an adapter kit to a more reliable pump setup. So it's called a DCR pump conversion. It's about $1,800, and that would be something that like we could put in this engine while we're doing this thing, and then Rudnick could have confidence in driving across the country.
It's an insurance.
Preventative thing.
Yeah,
it's like
preventative maintenance.
It's like an RB26 doing like the oil pump gears or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you know it's a known issue. Would you eliminate that risk, especially with towing?
Yeah.
You know how it is being on the side of the road.
And we don't want to mess around with a 3-car wedge. Like, I just want this thing to be good. You know, like, I feel like now that we're going to be towing like a 50-foot trailer, like, there's no fucking around. Dangerous at this point. So if we can just do all of the proper maintenance, the preventative maintenance to make that happen, more than happy to spend the $2,000.
And even if you get like an extra 100,000 miles out of it, totally worth it.
Oh, for sure. And I feel like doing that we'll just have that security. Well, moving on from all of that, you guys see how this truck looks. And the reason why I'm stoked on this is because once we said this earlier, but Trevor is really good at making things look nice. And that's why I want to show you Trevor's new giveaway truck, dude. This thing is absolutely beautiful. While we're walking over, I'll have Matt overlay some pictures of what it used to look like. I was actually gonna get this truck. This was one of our 4 deals. This was supposed to be my truck, but I ended up bailing on the deal.
We had some other trades between, should we tell them the trades?
Yeah, I was gonna like trade him the GTR.
But then I have an FDR7. Yeah. So we were like doing the FD in the truck for the GTR and like it.
So here's the biggest thing now.
Trying to make it even out, but you guys had just slightly differences.
Me and Trevor always try to do is we're always trying to come up with something that will benefit us both because we enjoy hanging out, we enjoy working together.
We need an excuse.
We need an excuse because at the end of the day, this is a business for both of us, you know?
A reason, a purpose. Obviously, it's cool to drive across the country and hang out with your friend, but if like you guys aren't both doing something like making money, making cool videos, doing an event, having a purpose behind it, then it's kind of weird. Like we can't do this without higher purpose of the other stuff. I just recently got a 2022 F350. I got a good deal on it. Had higher mileage, kind of, you know, hot shot truck type of thing. And so that is going to be my new tow rig because I have a 48-foot gooseneck. And this is the F350 right here.
The new giveaway. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but take my word for it, this thing actually looks brand fucking new, dude.
Yeah, I saw it and then I was just like,
dude, it's insane. So what year is this?
So it's 2018, but we did the 2022 front end on it. So we did paint match grille, paint match lariat bumper with the LEDs right there, and then we did the Morimoto headlights with the LED, and it's got the full sequential and the little C lamp and
dude,
all
it
that
looks
stuff.
Insane, dude. You gotta be a little sad that you're getting rid of
Honestly,
this.
like
you were telling me this morning that you wish you were keeping this and you were getting rid of the 450 because you liked it so much.
If it wasn't for towing the 48-foot gooseneck,
yeah,
we towed it with this and it did fine. But again, it's single rear wheel. Like if you're driving 30 hours towing a trailer,
you'd rather have a dually.
Yeah, exactly. If we were just running, you know, up and down the highway an hour or two, it wouldn't bother me. But I mean, the truck did great, but obviously it looks sick. Basically what we ended up doing is we just fully polished it, cleaned it, clay barred it, waxed it.
It's amazing
did all
what
that
that
stuff.
can do.
We did a full Bilstein, like a 2-inch leveling kit with the remote reservoirs.
Look at the frame and shit, dude.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Dude, look at everything.
Literally.
Look at how good this frame is, dude. There's not even a speck of surface rust, and I'm looking for it. I would love to call Trevor out. Like, this is all you got on the little leaf ring, dude. That little surface rust, this is it.
It's a nice truck.
Yeah.
Like, super, super nice truck. We also did paint match door handles.
Yeah, which looks good.
That was a big thing. We did the paint match cap on the mirrors because, you know, just to bring it all together.
The white's a great choice, too. It's a great color. Oh, my God, dude. It's beautiful. It even smells like a new truck in here.
And so we did black cat skin, like leather covers. It has the 8-inch screen with Apple CarPlay. It has a subwoofer. We did a lariat steering wheel gauge cluster. It's got like a 100-horse tune on it. It drives pretty good. It makes some good power. Freaking awesome truck. It's been great.
It's beautiful.
For me for about a year, but literally the only reason I'm getting rid of it is because we've got the 450. I love Super Duties. I've built a lot of them on the channel, done a lot of stuff with them. You know, you could daily drive it. You could tow your boat. You could hook a, you know, camper trailer to it. You could work out of this thing. You know how it is. Daily driving your diesel truck because you have too many project cars that don't run.
Yeah,
you know, like
it's
just crazy. So
and everyone needs a tow rig in this market, you know?
If you're a car guy, it already has the gooseneck setup, fifth wheel, all that. It has the spray and bed liner. It's just sick truck. Paint match bumpers, brand new 35s.
And I will put this out just to be completely transparent with everyone. Like, the reason why we're able to be here and Trevor help us build the Sunny and everything is because me and Trevor worked out a deal. Obviously, I'm going to help promote Trevor for the truck and all of that. So, like, you guys just entering this giveaway, not only are you like entering to win the truck, you're helping out Trev, you're helping out the whole entire community and like allowing us to be able to do cool things like this together, you know? Because without Trevor's giveaway, it doesn't make sense for Trevor to take, let's call it 50 hours into my Sunny and help me build it. You know, it just doesn't make sense. It's not cost effective for you.
Yeah.
You entering this giveaway, it's not you're entering to win the truck. Like, you're helping us make content. You're helping us do this all together. And it helps us make better content for you guys. And that's just being transparent with them. That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. It just keeps the ball rolling. You know? I mean, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And, you know, I wish I had a money tree where we could just sit here and pick some things off of it.
Sure.
But,
those aren't real, though.
I mean, for some people they are. Like, I don't know how, but it seems like
for a good old cow,
you could do that. You
got some money.
Yeah, the avo trees, those make hella money.
I'm stoked. I think it's going to be really cool. think the content's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with Rudnick. We always have a good time.
For sure.
And obviously give you guys some cool content to watch while we're here.
I know there's gonna be a couple people that say this is just a talking video, but I feel like there's just so much going on that we just need to make one of these videos, just clear everything, and then next video, we just get right into working. They now know about the Sunny from last video. They now know about the trucks. We don't have to explain anything because we made a long video like this explaining it all.
Well, and then even if they have a question in the comments, somebody else probably watched the previous video and could say, hey, go watch the video.
Exactly.
Or they did this because of this.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
We really just wanted to break it down for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is a one take 26-minute clip. High five, everyone. We did good. Good job, bud. We're gonna try to trim it down as much as possible. You know, Matt does great work editing. He's probably gonna watch this at least 5 or 6 times and cut it down. So this video right now is 26 minutes. Let's see how short Matt can make it and still make it make sense and be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be
22.
26 minutes.
22.
You're thinking 22?
He could maybe squeak it. Well, actually, no. Everything we said was good.
It's good.
Yeah,
We'll see.
You're getting the whole 26
Nah,
minutes.
it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I just want to see. We'll see. But
Drop it in the timeline.
anyways,
Set and set.
I appreciate you guys being here. It honestly means a lot. Definitely check out Trevor's channel. Definitely check out his giveaway. It's going to be in the description below. This is an absolutely beautiful truck. And
Also, anything on motionautoperformance.com. So, geared turbos, D-Works injectors. We have 200,000 parts. Literally, whatever your daily driver is, your project car, type in 2JZ, type in K20 on the website. There's tons of products, all of the stuff freaking in stock and it ships, and that gets you entries to win the truck as well as any of the merch. We have as little as a $10 digital download on the website. So we were just talking about how expensive trucks are, giving away one for like literally $10. So
yeah,
it's crazy.
literally. So if you don't need any merch or any of that, I know all you motherfuckers got project cars. So go over motionautoperformance.com, get your stuff, and I think we're ending it here. We good, boys?
Yep.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
High five again.
See ya. Yeah, I don't know why I did the high five, but high five. Oh, I just broke the camera. Cheers, boys.